Well, how do there, chums, to Sci Captain Stephen. Today, chums, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a test. Now, I've completed the expedition. Do I want to continue handing stuff into Polo? So I wanted to find out whether it's worth me getting a load of liquid sun and a lot of sumnal dust and a lot of the ancestral memories. And what I'm doing is I'm putting them inside of my exomech. Now there's a duplication technique. Frown upon this if you will, but I'm going to be duplicating massive reams of this stuff and then taking it up to Polo to give it to him in a massive bulk ton load to see if that progress bar moves. Because I've got a feeling that that progress bar is based on time and not so much the progress or the work of the community. So I'm hoping to see it at least go up by 1% if I give him loads of stuff. But I also want to see if it affects me. You know the separate milestones that you've got inside of the expedition as being optional quests. I want to see whether I can get those to trigger or to do anything by handing in a shed load of stuff. So everything that I want to duplicate, I've just taken out of my exomech and I've put it inside of my own inventory space. So all you do to do this, essentially, if you want to know, is you have your exocraft near to your ship. And all you do is everything that you want duplicated you have in your exomech. You jump in your ship, out your ship, create an autosave, get back in your ship and move everything over to your person again and in your ship and wherever else. And fly to the Nexus with network settings on, hand off something and then do a reload. And what it should do is reload you back into your iteration with everything still on your person, but your exomech is still full of stuff. Important announcement time. I put a link in the top right hand corner to how you do this duplication glitch using any exocraft. Probably the best one to use is the Colossus because it's biggest. But yeah, credit where credit's due. I saw this over on Professor Cynical's channel originally though, people. But yes, I put a link to my video on that duplication glitch. Right, so I've been doing this a fair bit so far, and half of my exomech's inventory is how I want it to be, so I just need to grab all that stuff out of there and throw it over into my actual ship and into my person. So here we go, let's get all this. So after I do this, this should get my exomech completely padded out with the things that I want to duplicate over and over again. If I see progress, I could keep doing this, but at the same time, I want this to unlock in a fair sort of way. I just want to see whether this affects my own personal optional milestones during the actual expedition, because for the life of me, I don't know how you pop those optional milestones, because they seem to be a collaborative milestone, not a personal milestone. So I want to see whether me doing this has any sway on those. That's all I'm trying to prove in this. But essentially, I also want to know whether it does move the progress bar, because technically there's a lot of people out there in the verse that do duplication that could be doing this, and I want to see whether that has any sort of sway on those bars. But I honestly think that it's been sort of limited or slowed down using a timer after doing some experimentation. So here we go, I'm going to be speaking to Polo and handing in stuff. So I've got loads to give to him. I've got a whole freaking inventory just full of this stuff, and all these memory fragments, because I've completed my expedition, I'm just going to give them out. I'm just going to give them out to everybody that's in the Nexus right now, so hopefully it helps them with their actual expedition. I've also got a load of storm crystals that you may have seen there. So if I give 5 to people, hopefully it's going to pop their badge for gathering storm crystals. So I'm going to be giving out a load of those just to help people along a little bit. And of course I can sell those, and that should hopefully pop the units one as well. So yeah, just helping out the community as I'm doing this. So it's not a complete gittery thing to do, and I just want to understand those bars. I just want to understand the progress bars and also those milestone badges, because like I say, I still haven't worked out how you can do those optional actual milestones within inside of the expedition. If you know how to trigger those optional milestones, please let me know inside of the comments, and I will try and do a video and give you a shout out or mention if you've actually managed to crack it and understand exactly how to pop them or how to get them started. Or what do they give you? Are there any rewards associated to them? Because I'm not seeing much on them, to be fair. Anyway, I'll speed this footage up a little because, yes, it takes freaking ages handing all this stuff in because I've got freaking reams of it. And look, the progress bar hasn't moved. It was on 39% when I started. It's on 39% on each of these as well. they're all the same as well, which makes me very suspicious of the whole thing. Because you would have thought each would have their own independent one in the amount that's been gathered. But no, they're all at 39%. Unless I'm missing something. Am I misunderstanding this, people inside of the verse? Or are you just as confused as me? Let me know in the comments, but as you can see here, I go completely to town on this. And now I check the progress bar again, and let's see if it's moved again from the actual 39%, which I'm fairly sure it hasn't. But anyway, I'm just going to give this stuff away to all these people that are around me right now. There you go. Enjoy! Oh, some of that people, yeah, your fault. There you go. Have that, have this, and done, diddly and done. 20 broadcast receivers. Just give that to someone. There you are. Have fun. Right, awesome. Yeah, so let's go talk to Polo again. Have I got any more that I can turn in? Let's have a look. Yes, I've got some somnol dust. So I'll just continue with the somnol dust, and then we'll check the progress markers again. And, you know, I've been up here for... This took me probably about a good 40 minutes to handle this stuff in. So it was a task and a half. Task and a freaking half for me to do all this sort of testing to see if I could work it out. Mainly, I wanted to work out how to get those bars moving or how to get those missions started so I could make some sort of video for the people in the viewerverse. Because I'm fairly sure a lot of you are thinking, well, how do I do these optional missions? I know I am, still am. But anyhow, let's pop on over here. And yeah, we've got loads of these, like I said, the storm crystals to give away. Pow! Have those. And I'll run back down. But no, the actual progress is still at 39%, or it was at the time of recording this video. And nothing that I did moved those bars in any way, shape or form. For example, I've logged in my normal save, okay, and I'm over by the Quicksilver Merchant Agent. Now, I noticed this when I was running the weekend missions live earlier on today, but if you check the progress bar up here, look, it says Universal Loot Progression Progress, even in normal mode, so I'm not even in survival. But it's got the same bar, the same progress bar, and the same reading on the progress bar as the expedition. So I don't think we're going to be getting Quicksilver items until the expedition ends. But not only that, I'm wondering whether instead of it linking to the expedition stuff, it's actually linked to Quicksilver missions. And that would explain why the bar isn't moving when I turn in shed loads of stuff and it doesn't feel meaningful. It could be why those optional missions aren't changing, perhaps even. Because look, this is normal mode. You just ask for the Atlas Station or Black Hole. It's proper darn freaking weird. So let's go back in to the other mode, shall we? And we'll check to see if it's doing the same thing there. Okay, so I'm back inside my community save. Now let's run on over. You can see that I've got the weekend mission to do in this save. Not that I'm going to, but it does make you wonder if over this weekend it's going to go up a little higher because everybody's running the Quicksilver missions. And yes, I've already noticed the progress bar above his actual unit looks like it's at the same stage. Yeah, look at that, 72%. Well, now that I'm inside of this save, I can check the progress marker here. But just to show you that I am in my community save, let's just head on over and go see Polo, and you'll see the actual menus are different. So here we go. Hello there, Specialist Polo. And yeah, I can turn in the dust or the liquid sun. In fact, I've got some dust on me. I'll give you some. So here you go then, little chum. Heck yes. Kaboom, dundily and done. Right, so now if I pop into the actual log menu, wrong screen. Here we go, over to here. And look, there we go, 72%. Exactly like it's saying in the Quicksilver Agents. So you know what? I think they may have got the two mixed up. I think something weird is going on because I honestly think that if you are given something... I mean, look at this. 8% and it completes in 3%. I know I'm not a maths genius, but that makes 11%. What the... Shouldn't there be 100 somewhere or something? Or even... I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. This just feels very, very janky. And I think... it's slightly broken. I think they probably copied and pasted the progress bar from Quicksilver into the expedition and somehow fudged it all up. But there we go, people. That's pretty much everything I've got for you on this analysis. And now I have given away storm crystals and things to the people in the verse. So hopefully it pops a few badges. But until next time, people, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.